Did you know a single gray crayon in kindergarten can scar you for life? Yeah, I'm still pissed about it 25 years later. I was 5, quiet kid, the type who actually listened when adults talked. It was one of those rainy afternoons in Mrs. Henderson's class, the kind where the windows fogged up and everyone smelled like wet sneakers and peanut butter. She passed out these whale coloring sheets. Big cartoon whale, huge smile, blank as hell. She said, clear as day, use your crayons, boys and girls, make them bright and beautiful. Every other kid went full Picasso on crack. Purple whales, green whales, rainbow whales with polka dots. Me? I grabbed the gray crayon, because whales are gray. I'd seen him on TV. I'd seen Free Willy like 6 times. I was being accurate, damn it. So I'm carefully staying inside the lines, shading this whale the perfect shade of boring, realistic gray, when I hear the stomp. You know the stomp. Heels that sound like they're mad at the floor. Mrs. Henderson towers over my little table, face red, pointing at my paper like I just murdered someone. Michael, I told you, no pencils, crayons only. I look up, confused as hell, but I am using a crayon. It's gray. She doesn't even glance at the crayon in my hand, just snatches the paper, holds it up like evidence in court. This looks like pencil. You're ruining the activity. I try again, voice getting wobbly. It's the gray crayon, Mrs. Henderson. See, I hold it up. It literally says Crayola on the side in big letters. She's not having it. Don't talk back to me, young man. Everyone else is using color. You're being difficult on purpose. The whole class is staring now. Some kids are giggling. My face is burning. I feel the tears coming, but I'm trying so hard to be a big boy. She slaps the paper back down and says, fix it now, or you sit out recess. So there I am, 5 years old, choking back snot, coloring the rest of my beautiful, scientifically accurate gray whale, bright freaking blue, neon blue, the ugliest blue in the box. I'm pressing so hard the crayon snaps in half. Tears are dripping onto the paper, making the blue run. I don't even wipe them away. I just keep coloring because if I stop, she'll yell again. I cried the entire time, silent, shoulder-shaking crying. When my mom picked me up, she saw my red eyes and asked what happened. I couldn't even talk. Just handed her the soggy blue whale with gray patches where I'd already finished. Mom tried to complain the next day, but Mrs. Henderson told her I was defiant and refused to follow simple instructions. Mom believed the teacher, of course. Teachers were gods back then. I still have that whale picture. Yeah, I'm 30 years old, and it's in a box in my closet. The paper's yellow now, blue crayon faded to the sad, washed-out teal, but you can still see the gray parts where I tried to be right. Every time I look at it, I get this pit in my stomach. Here's the kicker, though, the real twist that still makes my blood boil. 10 years later, middle school, I'm at some family reunion thing, and guess who's there? Mrs. Henderson, retired now, all sweet and grandma-like, chatting with my aunt. I'm 15, still carrying that grudge like a backpack full of bricks. She spots me, lights up, goes, Michael, oh my goodness, look how tall you are. Then, get this, she laughs and says to my aunt, loud enough for me to hear, this one was always so serious. Remember the whale? He insisted on coloring it gray because that's what whales look like. I had to make him use blue so he'd learn to be creative. She thought it was a cute story. She told it like I was the quirky kid who needed to be fixed. I just stood there, holding my soda, 15 years old, realizing she never even remembered yelling at me. To her, it was a funny little anecdote. To me, it was the day I learned adults can be wrong and refused to admit it, and nobody will ever take your side if you're the quiet kid who just wanted to be right. Still think she was a bitch. Anyway, Reddit, be honest. Am I overreacting holding on to this decades later, or was she 100% in the wrong? Drop your vote and tell me your own kindergarten horror story. I need to know I'm not alone here.